Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. We're so excited to have you here today. My name is Robert Giovanetti. On behalf of the Texas Tech Athletics Department, I want to welcome you to our annual Red Raider Club Kickoff Luncheon. Not a lunch, it's a luncheon. Found that out today. Before we get started, we're going to hear from a lot of people today. We have a great program, but I believe Coach McGuire had one short message for you guys. Coach McGuire? All right. Get us started. And if you're an old school Texas Tech guy like I am, who's been coming to games for years and years and years and years, we used to be able to throw out little footballs before the game. I never caught one as a fan, but I always wanted to catch one. And so the Saddle Tramps are going to throw out some footballs real quick. So go, oh, look here. And I caught it. How about that? All right, Saddle Tramps, get them going. All right, guys, throw them faster. We got to be out of here by 1 o'clock. I think they brought enough footballs to last us till August 31st. Go to the back. All right, we're going to get started. I don't want to embarrass the guy, but I think he's back here. He just asked me, he gave me this nice story about a Saddle Tramp bell, and he asked me to sign it, and because they're going to present it to the Saddle Tramp of the Year. And I said, hey, do you know who I am? Like, why would you want me to sign this? And he said, aren't you Commissioner Yormark? And I said, no, I'm not. And he thought I was kidding. He really thought I was Commissioner Yormark. I said, he's a lot more, he'd be insulted, Commissioner Yormark, if he heard that story. So I didn't sign the bell. I could have signed it, and then it would have been a great honor. We've had a great summer. I know we've all kind of trying to get back into things. We're sucked back in, right? We're ready for football. And this event is really one of the big things we all look forward to. It means football season is back. But some of the things that happened this summer we need to talk about. First of all, how do those three stripes look on that truck along with the Patrick Mahomes Gladiator logo? We introduced on July 1st the worst kept secret in sports. That's our relationship with Adidas. A lot of you were a part of that. And Adidas, we've got Adidas folks here. We're actually going to hear from two folks from Adidas later on in the program. But they're about to learn it's all West Texas. And so Adidas is going to learn like the rest of us have. When we introduced the relationship, we actually broke the internet. People actually thought we had flown a helicopter over Jones Stadium and pulled a piece of tape off the turf. And we did not actually do that. That was CGI. This is 2024. We couldn't have done that in 1990, but we can do that in 2024. So there's no tape on the field. There's no big logos on the field for those of you that were kind of disappointed about that. I got some emails about that. We're excited also about the new South End Zone and the new football training facility at Jones AT&T Stadium. When you come on August 31st, or if you come on Saturday to meet the Red Raiders, you will see what is now the finest football facility in the country. And so we're really excited about that, and you're not going to believe what you see on August 31st. Unbelievably, we still have tickets available. Coach McGuire will tell you he's going to challenge you. Let's sell that thing out, and let's show Abilene Christian and the world what's going to happen here at Texas Tech. It's cool. Before we go on, I do want to thank the Going Band. Again, I wish they were louder, but they sound good as always. And these guys have been out busting their rears all summer long in the heat. So thank you to Joel, Eric, and Debbie and the Going Band. Also, our Spirit Squads, our national championship winning Spirit Squads. Thank you, Stephanie, Bruce, and Aaron. You guys always great friends, always there when we need you. Thank you to our Spirit Squads. They're fantastic. We purposely keep this room dark for the program, I think for the videos, but this makes this part especially hard. We've got a lot of special attendees here today. I couldn't check this list to see if I could see their faces, so I'm hoping they're here. But I'm going to go through a few people that are here with us today. Chancellor Ted Mitchell is in the house today. There he is right there. We're going to hear from him in just a little bit, but President Lawrence Skuvenek here at this front table. Regent Clay Cash is here in the house. There he is, also in that front table. Regent Dusty Womble is here. Over there. Chairman of the Board of Regents, Mark Griffin, is here. That's a power-packed table right there. I didn't realize they're all at one spot. State Representative Dustin Burrows is here. And we're very honored to have with us Jerry Rawls is in the house today. So thank you to Mr. Rawls. Football is starting next week. Our fall sports are already underway. Soccer started the season ranked in the top 10 after their great season last year. They're now 1-1. They host St. Bonaventure, traditional rival St. Bonaventure tonight. So let's fill up the John Walker Soccer Complex to take on, as we take on the Bonnies. I don't know if soccer is here today because they have a match tonight. They've got some recruits in town. If they're here, they can stand up. If they're not here, I'll just stand up here embarrassed. They're not here. Okay, but good luck to soccer. Also, volleyball will start their season with an exhibition tomorrow night against Tarleton, and then they have their red and black scrimmage on Saturday. Is volleyball? I think I saw some really tall young women here. I think volleyball is here today. Yeah. We also have a lot of our head coaches in attendance today. Coach Grant, I'm going to run through them really quick. They can stand. Coach Grant McCaslin is here. Coach Tim Tadlock is here. Coach Krista Gerlich is here. Yeah. Coach Wes Kitley is here. Coach Tony Greystone is here. Now it's become a popularity contest. Coach Adam Herendine is here. Sorry. Coach Michael Brayler is here. Coach JoJo Robertson is here. Coach Greg Sands is here. And our newest Red Raider head coach, Jerry Glasgow, is here. If you haven't met Coach Glasgow, you need to do so. He's glad to have him here in Lubbock. And of course, we already heard from Joey, but we'll hear a lot more from him in just a little bit. I also wanted to take just a personal moment. They don't know we're doing this. I would like for a group that's really special to me that I work with each and every day, our executive staff, that Kirby's executive team. If you stand where you are, these guys, you don't know who a lot of them are. You do know who a lot of them are. They work so hard every day that you don't see in the grind. I'm just really proud to be kind of in the foxhole with these guys every day. They're grinders. They love this place. They love what they do. So our executive staff, I want to give them a hand as well. Listen, this is the Red Raider Club Luncheon. Every year we do this. John Harris could tell us how long we've been doing it, but it's been at least 50 years we've been doing this. The Red Raider Club, as you know, is the fundraising arm for Texas Tech Athletics. Because of you, the people in this room and others, the Red Raider Club is the most successful fundraising operation in the country. The Red Raider Club does it better than anyone else. And it's because of you people in this room. And guess what? When we call, you always answer. So thank you, and give yourself a hand. All right, let's get started on this program. We had a football scrimmage last Saturday night, and sure enough, saw roaming the sidelines, President Skubanek and his wife Patty. They're huge fans. Seeing them as something like a scrimmage, obviously no surprise. He's our 17th president of Texas Tech University. In his 8-year tenure as president, enrollment at Texas Tech has increased by nearly 5,000 students. He's a math guy. He could tell you what percentage increase that is. It's a lot. It's a big percentage. Now in our second century, he's focused on our first ever capital campaign and infrastructure improvement plan across campus as Texas Tech continues to define what a higher education experience could and should be. Please welcome President Lawrence Skubanek.
From out there, it's questionable. How can a place like this feed the world? How can heritage honor the past and shape the future? The answer is here. Here, we've got our own state and state of mind, a place of inexplicable harmony, where worlds of all kinds converge under 2 T's and 1 lone star. Here is in the eye of the storm and in the glare of Texas-sized ambition. Here, tradition fuels progress and unity born from proud individualism. Because with a certain disposition, drive, and disregard for the expected, anything can happen. This is a place that to most will never add up. until they see it in the headlines, in the research, in the innovation around it. This isn't just Texas Tech. It's what's next. And from here, it's possible.
Thank you, Gio. Athletics has a great marketing team. That's some of the very good work that Matt Dewey does for the university. And during this campaign, I think you'll see a lot more like that. No matter how many times I see that, I get a little bit verklempt. I want to reiterate the expression of thanks that Gio expressed to each and every one of you. Being here today, what you do throughout the year in support of Texas Tech Athletics and Texas Tech University. When Coach McGuire stood up and did that yell, it reminded me of an event we had last night. We kick off the academic year with something called First Photo. We bring all of the freshmen, last night they were in Jones Stadium, about 7,000 of them, and then they gather on the field and we create a double T and they take a photograph. But Joey was there last night and he spoke to those students. Like all of our coaches, they always get around and do so many things in this community, all the different academic units on campus. Not all coaches are like that. We have very, very special coaches, and I thank you for that. Gio referred to some of the changes, the Adidas, the South End Zone, but beyond the changes on this campus and in this program, we're dealing with a lot of changes on a national level. Some call them challenges. We like to think of them as opportunities. Whether you're talking about NIL, revenue sharing, how the coaches have to deal with the portal. But what is the goal of Texas Tech as we face all these changes? Our goal is not to survive. Our goal is to thrive. And I have no doubt that as we navigate these coming years, Texas Tech Athletics will emerge as the best athletic program in the Big 12. We'll be winning the championships, and how will we do that? It starts with those student athletes, our coaches, the leadership of Kirby Hocutt and all of his staff, and you. That South End Zone is a very vivid example of the difference you make and what we can provide for our programs and for this university. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I think this is going to be a very, very special year. I see many championships in our future, coaches. And we'll be there together. I thank you all for being here tonight. Guns up.
Thank you to President Skubanek. We mentioned Adidas, and it just so happens they're in town. Kirby's going to talk about something a little bit. It's one of the reasons they're here. Chris McGuire and Jim Murphy are two with us today. Chris is the Vice President of Sports Marketing for Adidas North America. In his role, he is responsible for building the strategy of who Adidas partners with, so obviously us, across all fields and courts in North America. He has more than 25 years of experience in sports marketing, including 2 decades at Adidas. Jim, we always call him Murph. I didn't even know he had a first name until today. Jim is the Sports Marketing Senior Director for Adidas Business. He's got a long history with Adidas as well. His focus is on the creation and implementation for Adidas strategy for their NCAA business. So please give us a nice, warm West Texas welcome and join Jim and Chris here on the stage with us right now.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. At least that's what all the other people say. At Texas Tech, we embrace change. We attack it head on.
Texas Tech, Adidas, Patrick Mahomes. What do you think?
Always ready to make new waves. Sometimes, entire cultures can shift like the wind. And out in West Texas, those winds are howling. This has been in the works for years. Wait, years? Oh yeah, years. These winds were whispering since even before 5 became 15. How could 6 letters on a piece of tape turn into the biggest new partnership in college athletics? Because when you have people like we do in Lubbock, ideas can catch fire, and the fire spreads. And why now? Because we're getting bigger, tougher, better in every way. And we're doing it together. Every sport, every coach, every student athlete, every fan, every employee, every Red Raider. Everywhere. This logo travels with you everywhere you go. They say it's all West Texas because the people carry West Texas with them. And now, you'll carry this one too. It represents all of us, where we've been and where we're going. The winds of change are blowing, and the future is bright. Red Raider Nation, welcome to the three-stripe life.
So Chris McGuire on the end here, Jim Murphy here. Murph, we'll call him Murph. Chris, just from your standpoint, when you see something like that, how proud does that make you of partnership and what Adidas is doing?
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to clarify something. No relation to Coach McGuire, so this wasn't an inside deal. But thanks for having us all here today. We're very excited to be here. We're extremely excited about this partnership. You know, especially in college athletics, these long-term deals only come up every so often, 8 to 10 years, 12 years in some instances. And when you're able to add a new college, specifically one like Texas Tech and the strength of the athletic program here, it really means a lot to our brand. We work hard to make the best products for all the student athletes across all sports, and be able to let them use our products on the fields and courts of play is immeasurable to the success of what a relationship and partnership is all about. So this is a groundbreaking day for us. We're extremely excited to be here. We're excited to kick off this new 10-year relationship, and as we said earlier, looking for a lot of wins too.
We do as well. Chris, from your perspective, from a top-level look, how did this all come together?
We have a common partner, a former athlete here by the name of Patrick Mahomes, who we're excited to announce some things later this week with him. And honestly, so Patrick's now been with us as a brand since his rookie year. And I think from day one, it was in my ear, like, you got to get Texas Tech. We got to figure this out. I'm not, obviously, don't want to wear that other brand that was a partner here previously. And we all saw that at the Final Four, so that became a nice little marketing and advertising campaign for us. But Patrick was obviously very involved in this. We're always looking to add to our portfolio of college relationships, great big schools like this here that can really put us on the map and help us build authenticity across the major sports in America. So it came natural. But I would say every 6 to 9 months, Patrick was, what's the due date? When are we going to have this conversation? So he was very influential in that, and to be able to integrate an individual like himself into this relationship is something that will be groundbreaking, really, in the industry.
Murph, from your perspective, what is that relationship like with a guy like Patrick Mahomes? How can that be built upon with our relationship, and is this kind of a change we're seeing in college athletics?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, to Chris's point, it was probably a year ago that we were here exploring this partnership and talking about the intentions that we had and how we wanted to partner up with the university, specifically through the lens of Patrick and your ability to storytell. I mean, we have arguably the best football player in the world, and so that storytelling and that ability to extend that storytelling here at Tech was really a big opportunity for us.
Chancellor Mitchell doesn't need a microphone. It booms out when he speaks.
I can be coached. Though.
I think what people don't realize is how much we all worked together before July 1st. And from your perspective, to a marketing perspective, tell us about your team and how they kind of coordinated with our team to make this thing happen. I mean, July 1st seemed like it was forever to get here, and then it just breezed right by.
Yeah, I mean, I think to Chris's point, in college athletics, specifically in the Power Five, we don't have the majority of the market share. We really try to focus on partnerships and really maximizing those partnerships. So the team that I have is really set up to integrate into those partnerships and really extend that storytelling with that brand partner. And, we look at those specifically like the likes of Kansas and Miami and Texas Tech. The team's really able to integrate and allow for storytelling and day-to-day collaboration. And then I think to your earlier question, it really comes down to the people from a partnership standpoint. And I think, not only getting to know the fan base, but getting to know Kirby and the administrative staff and the coaches. The culture here is infectious. And so as we've come in here and started to talk about our ideas, they were met with excitement. They were met with let's tackle this. And so I just think, you know, partnerships are really predicated on the people.
I think you have Jeannie with you as well, and she has been really unbelievable working with us too, and it's great to have good people like that too.
Makes me look very, very good. So I have an amazing team.
Chris, ultimately, where do you see this partnership going? What do you think some next steps are, and what can we look forward to?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of exciting things over the course of the next year. Remember, this is a 10-year relationship, so we have to continue to challenge each other, right? How we want to get more out of the relationship. How do we continue to enhance each other's brands? How do we make sure that we're integrating the student athletes into our product creation system, allowing them to have a voice so they feel a little bit of ownership over the product, and then doing fun things together. You know, Jim and Jeannie and the team will put together some great programs on a yearly basis. Obviously, we'll bring Patrick in on a lot of things when necessary, but it's also important that we have two strong brands here. How do we continue to elevate those through the term of the deal?
Well,
and hopefully further.
Yeah, well, I'll be in the nursing home by then, but hopefully it goes on much longer than 10 years. Thank you guys for being here. It really means a lot to have you guys here. We know tomorrow's going to be a big day as well. We'll have more on that later, but thank you for coming all the way from Portland to be here. We hope to see you a lot more, see a lot of victories, but we're excited about our relationship with Adidas.
Thank you. Thanks for having us all.
All right.
Thank you.
Murph and Chris McGuire. You know, things don't just happen, obviously, relationships like that. We're about to finish up a capital campaign. We are a leader in the NIL space. We've had success on the field, and again, this Adidas partnership. All these on Kirby Hokut's watch. They don't happen without his thoughtful and impactful leadership. And please welcome up here to the stage our athletics director, Kirby Hokut.
Muscle flexors. Go on a wild ride.
In 9 days, you're going to have the opportunity to see those uniforms on the field, and they look more impressive in person than they do on the video that you just saw. And saddle up, because we're about to get ready to go on a great ride. And I look forward to sharing it all with each of you. Thank you for being here today. There's always a level of energy and enthusiasm and excitement in this room, and it really signifies the beginning of a new academic and athletic year. And I want to begin just my very few minutes of comments to say that we are entering what is going to be a very, very successful period of time for Texas Tech athletics. And I say that because of our athletes. I say that because of our coaches, and I say that because of you, the Red Raider Nation. And I'll expand just briefly on each of those thoughts in a moment. But your support as a fan base is unrivaled, and it is unmatched in this country. And it gives us this moment in time. It gives us this opportunity to continue to elevate Texas Tech athletics and to amplify our brand and our program nationally, and we're going to do that. I'm very excited that you had an opportunity to meet Chris and Murph of Adidas. There's a lot of three stripes that I've already seen in this room this afternoon. And Chris and Murph, you're going to be blown away in the way that Texas Tech and West Texas supports Adidas. And thank y'all for being here today. It means a whole lot to us. Thank you for your confidence in us. And we're going to have some great moments and journey ahead together. So thank y'all for being here. And I don't know how many of you in the room have seen yet, but I was told by Robert as I came up today the announcement. And when we talk about Adidas, it's hard to separate the partnership that we'll also have with the Patrick Mahomes brand. And if you haven't seen it yet, you will when you leave here. Patrick personally has announced a $5 million donation to Texas Tech Athletics in support of the campaign for Fearless Champions. There's going to be a lot more that you're going to hear in the coming days about Patrick's commitment to Texas Tech, about the campaign for Fearless Champions. Tomorrow night, we're going to have a celebration event. We're going to officially open the South End Zone and announce that we have raised over $500 million towards the campaign for Fearless Champions. And the South End Zone and the Womble Football Center will bring closure and finalization to that campaign that has touched 30 athletic facility projects over the last 10 years. And again, that's because of your generosity and your support of Texas Tech Athletics. Gio recognized the head coaches that are here, but if you allow me to expand for just a minute, I would ask you a question. Who embodies the spirit of Texas Tech more than Coach Kitley? And this fall, we're proud to be able to celebrate with Wes Kitley his induction into the Texas Tech Athletics Hall of Honor. And not only that, very deserving. And we had an opportunity this past winter to celebrate with Coach Kitley and his program, our department's third, and specifically his program's second national championship in Boston. But Wes Kitley, stand up and let us recognize you and thank you for what you do each and every day for Texas Tech. It was also just announced last week that Coach Gerlich is going to be inducted into the Texas High School Basketball Hall of Fame. And I know And I know, like myself, so many of you in this room today played high school athletics in the state of Texas and know the prestigious honor that is to be recognized in the Texas High School Basketball Hall of Fame. So, Coach Gerlich, it's my honor on behalf of everybody here to congratulate you and tell you how proud we are of you, and again, congratulations. Coach Gerlich, please stand and let us recognize you. When you think about Coach Gerlich, you think she's in the Texas Tech Athletic Hall of Fame. She will be inducted into the Texas High School Basketball Hall of Fame. She wears the national championship ring on her finger, and her jersey is in the rafters of the United Supermarkets Arena. That is quite the athletic legacy that she continues to build, and I appreciate what she's doing to rebuild our Lady Raider basketball program. To all of our coaches, to all of our student athletes here today, I say thank you. Thank you for your dedication, your passion, how you embrace comprehensive excellence that defines us each and every day. It's an honor to be able to work with you every day, and again, thank you for being here. We gather here today, and I love the way that President Skuvinek phrased it, the opportunities that are in front of us. And there are so many of my colleagues that talk almost hesitantly about the challenges they say, the opportunities we say that are in front of us. If it's conference realignment, if it's the transfer portal, if it's the NIL space, if it's the revenue sharing model that we're going to, they speak of it with uncertainty. You know, we also learned this summer that some of our good friends in the conference, I guess, are uncertain too about how they're going to keep us out of their football stadium this fall. Yeah, we're looking to our friends in the 817. That's for sure. And Red Raider Nation, we will do what we do, and we will take over that football stadium this fall, I know. But seriously, I have to admit there are some unknowns, or as President Skuvinek said, opportunities in front of us as we look at the path ahead. But as your athletics director, I am not uncertain about these challenges that some of my colleagues may seem to face. In fact, I'm very certain on how we will respond and how Texas Tech Athletics will move forward. There's many reasons for that, but I want to mention 3 to you very quickly this afternoon. Number 1, I am certain that Texas Tech Athletics is going to be competitive on the national scale. Why am I confident of that? Because I see our student athletes and how they've trained in the off season. I see how they practice each and every day. I see their level of determination to be the very best that they can be. I get to work each and every day with our head coaches and our assistant coaches, and I see how they prepare not only our teams but themselves and their staffs. Our coaches are always coming and sharing with me how they can continue to improve. They've seen this program, they've seen this team, this league do certain things. How can we continue to evolve and change in the landscape that exists today? All of our coaches are always providing that self-evaluation. And then the thing that all of you might not see every day, but I live every day, and I can tell you is critical in this period of opportunity that we're going into in college athletics, is the alignment that we have here at Texas Tech. I'm the most fortunate athletics director. The head coaches in this room will tell you they're the most fortunate head coaches in the country because we get to work for a boss and a leader like President Skuvanek, who believes in intercollegiate athletics, wants intercollegiate athletics to be front and center and operated the right way. So not only do we have the best president that we report to, we enjoy unbelievable support from Chancellor Mitchell. And then even on top of that, the support that we enjoy and the alignment that we have with the Board of Regents at Texas Tech is incredible. We have the best alignment as an athletics department with our president, chancellor, and Board of Regents than any other athletic department in the country. And I'm very fortunate that I have that here at Texas Tech. To the fact when Murph and Chris mentioned that they were here a year ago, it was Regent Clay Cash who opened his home and hosted a reception for us, and Regent Chairman Griffin was there, and President Skuvanek was there, and Chancellor Mitchell was there to show how important this partnership with Adidas was for us. The second reason I'm so certain and confident that we're going to be successful as we move forward is, this is a steadfast foundation principle for me, and we're going to continue to be guided by our guiding principles. And we have 4 very simple but very important guiding principles within Texas Tech Athletics. And they are, number 1, do the right thing. Number 2, build successful relationships. Number 3, respect the past but invent the future. Respect the past but invent the future. And that's what we're going to do. And number 4 is win every day. And I'm not talking about winning on the scoreboard every day, because there'll be some days, more days than not, that we do that. There may be some days that we don't. But we're going to win that day regardless of what the scoreboard shows by the way we prepare and the way that we compete. And the third reason I'm certain that we're going to be successful as we look forward is because of you. Our fans, our donor base, our business community, in the way that you support us, the way that you have time and time again. And if you look at evidence of this, it's easy to see. Sold out of season football tickets, sold out of men's basketball tickets, sold out of baseball season tickets. We're getting ready to open the South End Zone, the Womble Football Center. When you combine that with the Sports Performance Center and our practice fields, it will be the largest square foot contiguous space of football development space in the country. When you look at the Womble Basketball Center, the United Supermarkets Arena, the baseball clubhouse, the Rawls Golf Course, you look at the indoor track facility, you have invested into us in a way that no other athletics department has seen. And it's time for us to rise up, and as President Skuvanek said, be at the top of the Big 12 Conference, and that's where we're going to be. So I'm certain that as we move forward into this world, that Texas Tech Athletics is going to take this opportunity, and we're going to thrive in this new landscape that's ahead of us. And I'll tell you what I tell my athletics administration team each and every day as we look towards the future. Let's keep grinding. Let's grind every day. Don't let us be distracted. Let's stay focused on what we can control. Let's be nimble. Let's be ready to pivot when we need to pivot and make changes when we need to make changes. And if we do that and we continue with the teamwork and working together, our best days are ahead of us. And when you think just 13 of the changes that have happened in the last 12 months. It's just been 12 months ago that the Red Raider Club staff was able to officially start providing fundraising and resource support to the Matador Club, which is our official NIL collective. And through that partnership, we've been able to grow our NIL resources and what we're providing to our student athletes each and every day. And know this, because I think this is very important. When you say do the right things, the Matador Club, although it's an entity right now that's outside of the athletics department, we're doing the things the right way. And that's a tribute to Regent Cody Campbell and to John Sellers, because when they established the Matador Club, they did it the right way. And it's still the cornerstone of how we are maneuvering in this NIL space. And those two former Red Raiders applied the same principles to establishing the Matador Club as they do their business today. And we continue to be a model in this country for the NIL program that we have. And you're going to see a video from Cody in just a moment that's going to share how you can help today. And as I tell our staff, college athletics is going to change. But over the next 12 months, we've got to continue to push, and we've got to continue to support the Matador Club as well as the Red Raider Club, and know that all of you will assist us in doing that. And we're going to continue to set the bar high. And I'm certain that if we stay full steam ahead, we're going to be prepared for whatever is to come with the opportunities that are in front of us. So I'm going to close by saying thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for everything beyond just buying tickets. Thank you for supporting the Matador Club. Thank you for supporting the Red Raider Club. Thank you for your gifts towards our unbelievable facility investments. Thank you for helping us secure the resources that we need each and every day to compete at the highest levels. Your unwavering support makes me certain and makes me confident that Texas Tech Athletics is going to thrive in the opportunities in the months that are ahead of us. Thank you all for being here today. Wreck 'em.
The strength at Texas Tech is in our passion. The strength at Texas Tech is in our love for this university. It's our love for everybody that's a part of this place. The awesome thing about NIL is that rather than just screaming for the team on Saturday, we can actually all play an active role in what happens on the field these days, and that's pretty exciting.
Never before has it been to where an alumni base, fan base can truly make a true difference in their football team other than creating a great game environment.
Participate, support these programs, support these young people at any level. We need to continue to build the foundation of the Matador Club. There is strength in the numbers.
We always think, well, what can I do? What is my small part really? Is it really going to make a difference? When you're talking about our alumni base of 250,000 living alumni, and everybody just gave $1 a month, 100% will make a difference in the roster that we build.
We have seen so many changes in the college athletics industry over the past 2 years, but what has not changed is our commitment to providing the very best experience for every single one of our student athletes.
College athletics are now a business, and I think we all have to look at it that way. We all love Texas Tech and we want it to be successful, but ultimately if we're going to have success, we have to think about it in a business mindset, and so that's what we've done from the very beginning.
The biggest thing that we all have to understand is the game is going to change, but it's never going back to what it was.
We all remember Minneapolis and the national championship experience. We all remember 2008 and being ranked the #2 team in the college football world.
Deep strike, got the big man, Trey!
He's got time. He lost it for the time in, and Sarge got it!
That's what we aspire to. To do that, we need a very strong Matador Club.
We need everybody to do their part, whether it's $50 a month, whether it's $1 million, whatever you can do. If you're a Red Raider and you love this place, you need to be a part of it.
Giving is more important today than ever before. We are so thankful for the donors and our supporters that continue to step up. We know the NIL landscape has completely changed college athletics, but we will continue to adapt. We will be competitive, and we will win championships because of you.
We're excited about the Matador Club, we're excited about our student athletes. We're actually, one of the favorite parts of today is getting to hear from some of the student athletes. Not necessarily their favorite part, but we're excited. Coach McGuire talks about player-led team a lot, and we're fortunate to have 3 of our team captains with us today. So please welcome up here to the stage Baron Morton, a junior quarterback from Eastland, Bryce Ramirez, senior linebacker out of Missouri City, and Taj Brooks, senior running back out of Manor.
I can make money from the comfort of my sofa. So much drive, now I gotta get a chauffeur. One day I'll be big, but I know I'm getting closer. Call me Denzel, aka Big O. The world in my hands, cause I took it off my shoulders. Money on my feet, you know I got the from lower. I'm ballin' like Mike when you see him on a poster. Like, yeah, they gotta get one in my holster. Straight.
There we go. Coach McGuire always talks about how coachable you are, and you heard Chancellor Mitchell. Hold your microphones up, right?
Yes, sir.
They all good. Baron, we're going to start with you. Obviously, you've had a long wait, right? You're ready to go again. Talk about some of the transfers in that wide receiving room, too, as well as when you look ahead to this season.
Yeah, it's been awesome to get those guys, you know, with the spring they had and where we're at now in the fall. Josh Kelly, Caleb Douglas, key factors, transfers in. They're going to be explosive. Up front, too, Vinny Scurry, Sterling, left tackle. Those guys have been awesome this fall, and it's been really good to see, you know, the chemistry that we've gotten to build this fall, and we're excited to show that next week.
Bryce, you're the lone defensive guy up here, and I know you talked about that yesterday, right? You wanted to mention your teammates and other guys on the defense, so here's your chance.
All right, I just want to give a shout out to my guys up front, the whole D-line. They're amazing. We're so deep up front. This is the deepest D-line room I've seen as I've been here. The inside linebacker room as well. We're deep in there. We got Michael Dingle. We got Ben Roberts, obviously, as y'all know. Jacob Rodriguez, obviously, as y'all know. John Curry as well. We're so deep in that room, and they push me every day to be the best version of myself because I know if I'm not that, I won't be able to play. So it's awesome. It's awesome to see.
What's it like lining up against these guys every day?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I know that when I'm going out in practice, I'm getting the toughest look I'm going to see all year because of how great they are on all phases of our team and all positions on our team.
Taj?
Yes, sir.
One of our best ever communication interns.
Definitely was. That was fun.
Taj was fantastic. Your second all-time, you could break Byron Hanspard's all-time Texas Tech career rushing record this year. Go check out tajtime.com if you haven't seen it. We're going to follow it all year long, but talk about that a little bit. And I know you're a team guy, but seeing something like that, the support you're getting and coming back, did that all kind of play a part?
Most definitely, and then just the fans and the people I met here, and then with our media staff is just so amazing. So we actually created a tajtime.com website, which shows all the how close I am to break the record, touchdowns, and off the field things such as voluntary things and things like that. So it's been such a blessing.
Baron, we've talked a lot about Patrick Mahomes. Did you know he went here when you came here?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Some people don't know he went here to Tech. What does that mean to you, quarterback, the program, the team, seeing his logo on the truck, everything else? What does that mean to you guys?
Yeah, it means a lot. Obviously, you know, a Texas Tech legend like that to support, you know, our university is something special too. In the world that we live in now with NIL and Adidas partnership, it's been awesome. You know, Patrick has done a great job with, you know, all the uniforms that we've gotten, all the gear that we've received from Adidas and stuff like that. So it's been a really cool ride, and you know, we're fired up to show off that Patrick Mahomes uniform that we'll reveal later throughout the year. But fun times ahead for sure.
Bryce, I don't want to make Coach McGuire mad, but we don't like to talk about injuries, but you came back from a a huge injury. And it's such a great story. The support that you got at Texas Tech and some of the things provided. Talk us through that a little bit of your journey to get where you are sitting in this chair.
It's been amazing. I couldn't be here without the support of everybody out in the crowd and all the fans that aren't here today. All the messages I've got, all the letters, all the prayers, just keeping me in high spirits every day because some of those days were dark, but all you guys' messages were unbelievable, and I'm so glad I go to Texas Tech University. There's no other place I would ever want to go to, and I'm just so glad and blessed I'm able to play football here.
We're glad you're here. Taj has a couple things that he wanted to answer. Well, we wanted to ask him an answer, so we're going to run through these real quick. Funniest guy on the team?
Funniest guy on the team is probably Jordan Brown.
And what makes him so funny?
It's really just how he goes about every day. He's one guy that's going to come in and joke around and going to put a smile on everybody's face, so that's one thing.
You also had here guy with the most swag, and I guess, what does that mean, style?
Well, what I say is like football swag, so on the field, drip, things like that. On offense, I'm going to go Jordan Brown. On defense, I'm probably going to have to go probably B-Lux. Lux.
I remember in the crowd when you said D-Lux. And then the last one, this is an interesting one, most lovable player.
It's out of J-Rod, Jacob Rodriguez, or James Hansen.
And what would make them lovable?
Those guys are married, and they have wives at home, so that's what I love.
They're not lovable to you guys. They're lovable because they got spouses.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. If you haven't checked out Taj's Sports Center commercial, too, it's interesting as well. All three of you guys are captains. Baron, what's it mean to have that C on the jersey? That's new and being pointed at by Coach.
Yeah, when Coach McGuire said that he was bringing back the captains, I was selected to be one of the captains. It meant a lot. Obviously growing up in Lubbock, getting to see Graham Harrell and all the greats play, it means a lot to play for this university, but then to wear the C on your chest, too, just means that much more. I love this university. I've stuck here. This is going to be my 4th year. Waited my turn, so now it's my turn to go play, and I'm excited to play.
Bryce, there's been a lot of talk in preseason. We're all getting ready. What was it like being in Vegas for the media days this year?
Media day was awesome. We had a lot of fun out in Vegas, and it was awesome just to be out there with the other captains, and it was just our time to fellowship together and kind of just reset and really just get to hang out together. We don't really get to do that much because we're so locked into the season and make sure all the guys are together. So it was a good time for us to reset and have a little fun together.
All right. And all of you guys were in the uniform reveal video. All of you kind of hamming it up. Taj, what was that like? Take us through the uniform reveal. The first time you guys got to see the uniforms, a couple of you said an expletive when you saw them. But just take us through that night of being a part of that.
So we're going to go in the day of. So we get to the locker room, kind of outside our locker room. We go down to the tunnel, start getting antsy and things like that. And then once they open the door, me and Caleb and B-Ram and Baron basically just got shocked and surprised and just with a nice look on our face and things like that. And it was just really just amazing to see. And then I just liked the uniform I had on because it was traditional, the black, red, black. It's just something since I've been at Texas Tech, that's just been a traditional uniform, and I loved it. I loved all the uniform combinations, and it's going to be a great feeling come August 31st.
Did we pick for those, you guys, or did you guys pick what you got to wear?
I want to say we didn't get to pick them, but it don't really matter. I feel like all of them were.
You're happy with that. Yeah. I mean, you're lovable. You're not
definitely
married, but you're lovable. Baron, you got a specific game day routine you go through? Can you take us through that?
Yeah, I mean, we stay at the hotel just right down the street, and so it's a pretty unique routine. Wake up, if it's a later game day, we head to the indoor, have our little walkthrough period that we go. We get some downtime in between before dinner, come down for dinner, get a good pregame meal, and then we're headed to the Jones. We get to the Raider Walk, which is awesome. The band's playing in front, cheerleaders are there, and all the family and fans are there too as well. So, and then as soon as you walk in the locker room, you just kind of, you're getting locked in. Everyone's getting ready, going to the field for pregame, stuff like that. And then after that, it's just game time, and that's when it's time to ride.
Bryce, we've heard a lot of us talking about the South End Zone. What's it been like for you guys? What are some of the perks you've already seen of that South End Zone building?
The glass, so it's going to be so loud in there. It was amazing. Just seeing it for these past few scrimmages we've had, it's been amazing. It's unbelievable because I was here when Like none of that. We had our old end zone, so it's crazy to see. Big thank you to all you guys and your support. It's amazing. I'm so glad to so excited to get in those facilities and play in front of you guys.
All right, Taj, wrap us up. What are some goals for the season? What can we expect out of the Red Raiders this year?
Definitely on the road to win a Big 12 championship. And then for my personal is breaking the all-time Texas Tech leading rushing record.
All right, there you go. We've got him out there. Baron Morton, Taj Brooks, Bryce Ramirez. We'll see them. Thank you all very much.
Wherever we're at, that's Lubbock, Texas. Wherever we're at, that's Red Raider Nation, right? We're here right now together. We're here right now together. And like Juice said, that's all we need.
You are the heart and soul of our team. Texas Tech is more than just a fan base, it's a way of life. Together we've shared the highs and the lows, the triumphs and the challenges. You've been there for every tackle, every touchdown, every unforgettable moment. This season we're back, stronger, faster, and hungrier than ever. You've filled the Jones with your voices, turning every game into a battle and every victory into a celebration. Now we're ready to raise a trophy, the West Texas way. All that's left is to share it with you.
We all love Joey McGuire. He's a great guy. We just heard from him earlier today when he yelled out. He's only the second coach in Tech history to lead his team to bowl games in his first 2 years, the only coach to win both those games. He's had back-to-back conference winning seasons. The first time he did it, first winning season in conference since 2009. His 15 wins in his first 2 seasons, the most for a head coach ever. We're all seeing the great strides we're making in recruiting. He's obviously a strong closer there. Their teams are strong closer as well, 6-2 in the month of November. He wants to play beyond that here in 2024. Please welcome up here Texas Tech head football coach Joey McGuire.
West Texas, no place like it. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Legends have been formed in this dust, and the dust sticks with you forever.
You are looking live at Jones AT&T Stadium.
There's no ocean, but a surf swells within us. There's a certain swagger around here.
Morton takes it himself.
Hand
off Brooks. Breaks the tackle. He's in the end zone.
They've heard the roar of the red and black before. No matter where you come from, this place connects us. It is Saturday in Lubbock. And when you come to West Texas, folks, saddle up.
You're going to go on a wild ride.
How lucky are we? Man, how lucky are we to be Red Raiders? I'll tell you, I'm the luckiest man in the world. I have the best job in the world. I get to work with just incredible people. I have the best AD, the best chancellor. Right now, I truly believe, Kirby said it, we have the most aligned, the best board that we've ever had. And then I want to go back to what President Skubinek said. If y'all don't know, he's the 17th president for this university, and I'm the 17th head coach. And if you want to know you picked the wrong president and the wrong head coach, to not be optimistic and believe that we can win every damn game. Isn't that right, President Skubinek? All right? I know Kenny Perry's upset back there, but I believe the same thing you do, man, because I believe in what we do. I know you're probably not going to be able to see them, but I want to start out. All these videos, the people that I get to work with every single day, our creative team at Texas Tech is the absolute best. What they're doing with the brand episode, the one that's coming out this week, is all about the traditions, the band, the Palm Squad. It's absolutely incredible. I got to see it today. But if our creative team that is out there, if y'all would stand up so we could give you a big round of applause. Y'all are incredible. Not only do we have the greatest leadership, but I have the best coaching staff in America, our strength staff, nutrition staff, our support staff. So our support staff and their wives, who are the real heroes for us to get to do what we do, my wife, Debbie, if y'all would all stand up so we'll give you a round of applause. And I know my guys are over here. The most important thing we have in our building is our players. They come in every single day, they work their tails off, and cannot wait to see Jones AT&T filled up August 31st to watch us play. So if my team that's over here to the left, if you guys would stand up so we can give you a big round of applause. We have had a great camp. We are really excited. I would tell you, if you haven't got your tickets, and I know everybody in this room, I'm talking to everybody that already has all their tickets. Y'all have your tickets. You need to tell your buddies, all your friends, they need to get their tickets. They need to get their tickets because you're going to get to watch a great football team, a very exciting football team. You're going to see an offense that it's going to jump off the screen and it's going to jump off the field. How much better we are skill position-wise when you're talking tight ends. We've got 3 tight ends that had NFL grades. You're going to be able to see receivers. Barron said a couple of them that I can't wait for y'all to get to see them play. You're going to see an offensive line that's very physical. I think Vinny Scurry, our left guard, number 71 on the field, number 1 in your heart, is wearing a hat saying, "Make football violent again." Whenever he pulls, you're going to see violence. You're going to get the opportunity to see the rushing record broken this year. We're going after 1,168 yards, and it is going to happen with Taj Brooks. But on the other side of the ball, whenever I got here, I told you we're going to play defense in West Texas, and I'm telling you, this is the deepest defense that we have had. My first year, we played 3.5 defensive tackles. Nothing against the half guy, but half the time he went the wrong way, so I could only count him half. Right? And the 2 lead defensive tackles, they had to play 760-plus snaps. 260-plus snaps more than anybody else in the country. We have 7 defensive tackles that are ready to go in the game. We've got 6-plus defensive ends. Bryce already named 5 linebackers. I'm telling you, we are going to overwhelm people on defense with just our sure effort. And whenever you play at that level and play that hard, you play very violent on defense. And so we're really excited about that. Now, number 4 in the plan to win is be special on special teams. So we got our kicker back, but we're in a great competition. We have our deep snapper back, and then we got an Aussie punter that right now through camp is absolutely killing the ball. I don't like to punt, so the only people that want to see him is his parents. And they're in Australia, so we'll see how that goes, because you know I'm going to go for it a lot on 4th down. What I love about Dusty Womble is after we beat Texas and we were 6 of 7 on 4th down, and you know Dusty's a really smart guy. I think he understands math at a very high level. He said, "Coach, if you wouldn't have done that, you would have got beat by 1 point against the University of Texas. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep going for it on 4th down." Guys, he's on the board. His name's going to be on the football facility. I'm just going to do what he says to do. I'm smart. I listen to my wife and Dusty. That's a good combination. I'm excited. I'm extremely excited because what's going on at Texas Tech, I really do believe when Kirby said that we have a chance for this to be the best time at this university. And the one thing that drives me every day, Kirby had all the head coaches over at his house the other night, and I walked in there, and just the incredible people that I get to work with every day, that I get to watch Grant McCaslin do what he does. On Wednesdays, Wes Kitley comes out to football practice. He's coming out to see the offense and, of course, his son, but I get to hang out with him, and I'm just trying to get some of that winning to rub off on me. And it's amazing that I get to work with the people that do things that they do at such a great level. That's why, as Kirby said, it's going to be the best time. But it starts next Saturday with y'all filling up Jones AT&T. It starts for you being the first group for the first time to see that south end zone. And I'm telling you, it's going to blow you away. From every aspect, the new coming through the south end zone with a football team, through our crowd, the run out, which is new, the new sound system, everything that's going to go on Saturday, we need y'all to be there. And I promise you, the product that we're going to put on the field, the level that we're going to play at, is going to make you proud to be a Red Raider, because we're going to play every single snap as hard as we can, because that's what Red Raiders do. And I promise you, we will continue to do that, and good things will happen. I'm excited, President Skubanek. You know, if we want to go through the lineup, you and I can do it. I mean, I know you did it in the hospital. The nurse agreed with you. I don't know if Kenny agrees with you yet, but we're winning him over. But I can't thank y'all enough. I can't thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting Debbie so much. We absolutely love Lubbock, Texas. We love being a part of this community. We love being a part of this university. And I can't wait to see everybody at Jones AT&T next Saturday. And there's no way that I would get off the stage without doing something that I started my career out with, so I'm going to do it again. So here we go with a little Raider power.
Raider! Raider! Raider!
It is a great day to be a Red Raider. Let's go. Wreck 'em.
The year is 2011. Jeff Bezos and Amazon begin construction on a clock that will run for the next 10,000 years. You know where they put it? West Texas. Because out here, it doesn't matter what happens. We just keep moving. In a game where every second counts, even the most minute details matter. Minute. Hours, minutes, seconds. That's all that matters out here. And out here, we never stop running. This place isn't like the rest of the world. Neither are we, but this town is contagious. It travels with this breeze. The world is changing, but not us. The rest of them will just have to learn. It's all West Texas.
Thank you, Cody Kinsey, Lubbock Truck Sales, for the trucks. We always love seeing them here. Thank you for what you do for the Red Raider Club and the Matador Club. Hope to see you all. We have Meet the Red Raiders on Saturday if you want to come out and get some autographs. And then first game, August 31st against Abilene Christian. Coach wants it full. Let's make it full. Wreck 'em. This is the greatest place on earth. We all know that. And can't wait to see you all this fall. We're going to end it with a Matador song.